You need a compelling, can't resist offer, and then you need a brand around that that's catchy, that makes sense to people, that's innovative, and it sets you apart from everyone else. So my brand today and what all of my offers are created around is Expert in You. I have a book that's Expert in You. I have a podcast that's Expert in You. I'm launching a magazine right now called Expert in You. I love when coaches, consultants, and professional service providers want to do big things in their business. They want to rise to the top and influence their market and the world around them. They want to have a greater impact and make a more lucrative income. Well, if this is you, welcome to Expert in You podcast, the show where I interview other experts and coaches, consultants, so that they can share their success strategies with you. We're going to talk about marketing and how to close more sales, how to get more premium clients, and how to really build your visibility in the market and scale your business like a boss. If this is you, welcome to the show. I want to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss one episode. Grab your coffee and buckle up because we are ready to give it all to you to help you become the expert and get paid as the expert that you are. Do you have $1 million offer and brand in your coaching, consulting, or professional service business? Well, that's what this video is all about. It's about how do you create a $1 million offer and then build an entire brand around that offer that can continue to grow and expand and set you up as the expert for that $1 million offer. I am here to help you grow your business to $1 million and beyond. Imagine if you could enjoy $40,000 to $150,000 clients, months, or paydays. How would this change your life? Well, stay with me because here we go. Before I dive into how to do this, I want to tell you a little story. 27 years ago, I created my first $1 million offer. Today, creating a $1 million offer really isn't that difficult to do because we have technology, we have the internet, I'm sharing this video with you, I have a global business, and you can do that too. But 27 years ago, when I created my first $1 million offer and brand around that offer, in fact, I would have a waiting list for that program I created. I was in the fitness industry and I knew that if I wanted to make money, I had to come up with something that was very cutting edge and very different. And I gave it a name and I created this program called Body Blast. Now that program, again, over time did over $1 million, but I didn't know back then what I know now about scaling businesses, and I didn't have the technology and the internet and all the luxuries that we have today to be able to do things globally. I built that $1 million business locally, but it gets even better. I built that first offer working in a village with 98 people. It was local only. And in the Midwest, we have small little towns that they call villages. And there were 98 people in this village. Now, I didn't stay in that village to obviously continue to grow and expand that offer, expand that brand. And that's how I ended up doing, making the money I did with it. But it started in a little bitty village. So if I would have known back then what I do today in my business and even help other people do, if I would have had all of that knowledge and experience and skill set back then, that offer could have been making multiple millions of dollars in the same situation a year. But again, it was what it was, right? But I've been able to also take this same process and duplicate it in my current business with my Expert in You Accelerator. And I've been able to help other people do this as well, create that $1 million offer for them. In fact, one of my clients who had been struggling to launch a business for 6 months, in about 90 days, we recreated his business. We gave him $1 million offer instead of the offer he had. We restructured his marketing, his sales process, made it very rinse and repeat, and he went from zero to almost $1 million in his first 12 months of us working together. Now, that's just one client. I have another client who's working on her scalability with her $1 million offer. She's already halfway there. And now she's working on how to scale that offer. So that's the next step for her. And so I could give you story after story after story. But here's where it all starts. You have to have $1 million offer. What is that compelling offer that you have that can make you that kind of money? Because it starts here. And if you've been in business for a long time, but you haven't yet hit on your $1 million offer, well, first of all, we need to talk and let me help you fix that. But you can't really build a brand around it. If you don't have something that people want, if you don't have something that people are willing to invest in and give you money for, and it's very cutting edge, and it's different, and it's innovative, and you sound different, you don't have $1 million offer, but you also, it's hard to build $1 million brand. It's hard to build a brand around something that's not really different, or that people aren't really wanting, or you really haven't proven yet. So to create $1 million offer, you have to think differently. You can't copy what someone else is doing. You can't sell yourself as a coach or a consultant or web design or whatever. You have to come up with something that's more innovative. And you want to build a brand around it, which means give it a name. Give it a name. I was on a podcast with someone yesterday, and he's come up with a name for something that sort of encompasses what he's gone through and what he can help other people do and where his heart and his passion are. And he's come up with a name that's really good. It's really catchy. It's very different. In fact, I think someone even gave him the name because they said, wow, it sounds like you're doing this, and it's stuck. And then he went and had some t-shirts made around this particular name. Now, I don't know yet that I don't believe he's got his offer actually created yet, but he's definitely got the foundation for an incredible brand that he could build out to millions of dollars. So you can start with the offer, you can start with the brand, it doesn't matter, but you need both of these things. You need a compelling, can't resist offer, and then you need a brand around that that's catchy, that makes sense to people, that's innovative, and it sets you apart from everyone else. So my brand today and what all of my offers are created around is Expert in You. I have a book that's Expert in You. I have a podcast that's Expert in You. I'm launching a magazine right now called Expert in You. My program is Expert in You $1 Million Accelerator, and I have multiple ways people can work with me in that particular program. But at the end of the day, I do the same thing. I help people build out their $1 million business with premium, high-end clients and programs. And this is what I do. And I help them do it around their expertise, their experience, their skills, their knowledge, where they are already so brilliant. So you can go look at me anywhere online and you will see the same thing. You will see my Expert in You brand, and you will see what it is I help people do, that I help them get really high-end clients, multiple 5, multiple 6-figure clients, and build that $1 million business. So what do you have that could be $1 million offer? And then what could you name that offer? And what is the result or the outcome or the transformation that that offer can get for people? And then why are you the person that can deliver that to them? What is that expertise and that experience that you have acquired and that credibility that you've built up that can do what you say you can do for people? And then what can you name that so that it's clever and innovative? Not cutesy. I'm not talking about cutesy where you really have to explain it to people. But what is something that's catchy and innovative that can set you apart? See, 27 years ago, Body Blast was what I came up with. Well, now you hear it. And back then when I came up with that name, it was clever, it was catchy, it was a 30-day program that I put people through that included nutrition and tracking their results and exercising with me every single morning for 5 days. For 4 weeks, and the results were incredible. The results were incredible. And so people would hear about the results, and it just became a name, and people would call in to my business and they would say, when's the next body blast? When's the next body blast? And I had people traveling from all over to come to that body blast, and we would max out the classes. But again, back then I didn't know what I know now about scaling businesses. And so I was very limited on the growth of that body blast because I didn't have the experience that I have now. But now, oh my gosh, so much opportunity to scale businesses and do it even faster, but do it globally, not just locally in a small little town, in a small little village, but you have opportunity to do it anywhere in the world. And this has been a game changer. But look, you have to have the right foundation. You have to be different. We're in a crowded space in the market. So how are you different? What is that offer that you have that you could have different tiers or different levels of that offer? And then what is the brand that you can build around that offer? And then you can build into that offer and into that brand, I should say, other products, other services, other things that can come into that brand that can keep expanding it. And now you've really built something that can be sustainable and around for a very long time. So look, if you don't have your $1 million offer dialed in yet, and you've been in business for a long time and you're great at what you do, but you just haven't hit on that thing, let's have a conversation. And if you don't really have your $1 million brand built out, like people don't really know you for what you do, then let's talk, because you're missing huge opportunity and big pieces that can like catapult your business, give you those big financial leaps, just like I've been able to do in my business and just like I help my clients do. So book a call with me at acarden.com. I am here to serve you. Have an amazing day. God bless you. Bye-bye. If you've enjoyed this show, then I want to invite you to check out a free automated webinar where I show you how you can bring in ultra high fee clients for $25,000 to $125,000 or even more. I show you how you can do this maybe even in the next 7 to 60 days. So if you want to check out that free webinar, just go to expertinyouaccelerator.com. And I'll see you on the inside. You have an amazing day. And until next time, God bless you. Go rock your business.